sister Amber chooses very racy jobs to earn money.
I had a really cool job working at the front door of a fetish club. I would wear latex outfits.
She worked as a fire breather.
And they'd pay me like $300 a night just to get up there and do a little show.
She worked at a sex dungeon.
My name was Mistress Flame. I'd just tie guys up all the time, spank the guy, and they'd pay like hundreds of dollars.
She's not in control anymore. The amount of money she makes actually controls her lifestyle.
A couple years ago, I had a friend who knew I was broke and he wanted to be married, so I married him. I got $5,000 to marry him.
Amber did marry a guy for money and not for love.
He gives me about $500 a month.
I tell her every day, I'm like, go get a divorce. But she really relies on the money he gives her every month.
What am I gonna do? What?
Amber tends to look for men with money to help her out.
My sugar daddy was married, and what he wanted from me was a cute girl to bring out. It's almost like a business deal. He gave me a check for $4,000. Instead of putting that towards what I should have to get my life on track, I took the money and went to New York and partied for a week. It's easy to spend money when you don't really work for it.
Amber does tend to spend the money on the wrong things when she does get it.
I have about $4,000 worth of Dior and Chanel shoes. These are my Manolo Blahniks, and I paid $1,000 for them, and they are worth every penny.
She needs someone to slap her upside the head and say she's living like she's making $50,000 a year when she's not.
It is easy to spend money on myself because I always have a way of justifying it in my head. My answer is always, oh, I'll just go to Vegas and topless dance for the week. Just make that lump sum and come back and live off that.
Amber's choosing jobs that are easy.
I want to make as much money possible as I can in the shortest amount of time possible.
Dr. Phil, please help my sister get away from her X-rated lifestyle before it's too late.
Tell me why you've gone in this direction. You say it's for the money, but there are other ways to make money. Why this?
I don't know. It's just I've been doing it for so long that I kind of just am in. It's just what I know. I was going to school and I was waitressing, and I ended up getting hurt doing the fire breathing thing, and I had to drop out of school. So after that, I just never had I had to make ends meet, so I had to scramble around to go to clubs and work. And
you said you got hurt breathing fire. I assume you got burned.
No, I got the alcohol in my lungs, and I was in the hospital for a week. The oil in my lungs, the gas chemical thing that they use.
Oh, you inhaled the...
I got it in my lungs, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's a downside. So you quit doing that?
Uh-huh, yeah.
Okay, you don't breathe fire anymore?
Not anymore, no.
So now you just work like as a dominatrix, you dance?
No, I don't do that anymore either. I did that for like a couple months, and I quit because it was weird, so.
That was weird, as opposed to fire breathing in a... Okay. All right. Do you think that this is a bad thing for you to do, or do you think that, I mean, do you think it's demeaning to you to do what you do for money?
I don't, sometimes I do feel like that, but then sometimes I don't. I guess if I do it for a while, like a week straight, if I'm working, I get really sick of it and I start to feel really bad, and then I'll go home and I'll just not do it for a couple weeks, and that's when I spend my money, and then I'm like, well, I gotta go back to work again. So.
Okay, so that's the cycle that you're talking about being in. Mm-hmm. Okay, you married a guy strictly for money. He's paying you to be his wife. You got another guy that's paying you to just go with him and be on his arm, and you're working in strip clubs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weeks fly into years, and the years are flying by, and she's not going anywhere.
Well, first off, you don't think that's demeaning to you at all as a woman?
Not really. I don't, not really. Sometimes I do, but other times I think it's more demeaning to the guys.
Yeah. Okay. You're getting paid to take your clothes off, and you're getting paid by people to like be their escort, their wife, to do these things for money, but that's okay with you, but that's not okay with you as her sister. You're saying that that's beneath her.
I really don't think it is. I really do get depressed a lot, and I think it is. And a lot of times I am really, really not happy.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.